The items you're going to show me, do they have anything in common, or do they run the gamut?
They pretty much run the gamut as far as the type of commodity is concerned. What they have in common is that they're all trademark violations of various types.
And some things you would not even expect, like these. Can you tell us about these electronic components?
Computer cables, power cords for various types of electronics. As you can see, it looks as if it's perfectly legitimate, but when we speak to the actual trademark holder and exchange the information of what we actually have found, they're able to verify for us that they are in fact counterfeit.
They've even got the UL logo, which everybody takes to be the Good Housekeeping seal of approval.
They do, and yet, again, with the actual trademark holder, they're able to confirm for us that that UL logo is in fact a counterfeit one.
Tell me about these boots, because there's a great story behind these, right?
Well, yeah, again, it just shows you to what extent or to what length some of the violators would go through. You know, here's just it looks like a regular average boot, you know, without any real trademark markings. But if you peel away part of the boot, you'll see that there's a counterfeit Timberland symbol there. And so typically what they would do is take this boot, peel this part off, and then probably have some sort of stencil that they would put that Timberland logo on the boot itself and try to pass that off as the general.
When they get it to market, it's a counterfeit Timberland. But when it passes your security post, it's an nondescript Titleist boot, right?
Or appears to be
or
just
appears
that.
To be.
And it isn't until, again, the shipment was originally looked at, targeted, and ultimately inspected by our CBP officers that they're able to discover these types of violations.
Which I think it raises a good question, and that is, when you see goods pass by your desk, who says, I think those are counterfeit? Or, hey, I think we got a counterfeit box over here. That must be a tough call to make.
Well, our CBP officers and import specialists that we have with the agency are very well trained and work very closely with the actual trademark holders. And so they are going out there very informed, in fact, on what exactly to look for. And if there is any question about the actual validity and or genuine nature of the item that they have, they'll reach out to the trademark holders and get that verification from them as well.
So when there's a Coach bag, right, you may call Coach and say, hey, we think we got something. And they'll come down and look at it and say, yep, it's not ours.
That's exactly right, Carl. And in fact, companies like Coach, Timberland, or the other ones that we're showing here today, also not only would we call them and they would respond to verify the nature of the item we have in hand, but they also can electronically and do electronically register their trademarks with us as well. So it's a very ongoing, dynamic, and very healthy dialogue we have with the industry to make sure that we're doing the best we can to protect them.
Some hygiene products, I guess, raise risks you might not think about.
Absolutely. These are, again, you know, a violation of the trademark holder, but because we're talking about personal hygiene here, you know, the types of ingredients that are typically used in these types of products are nowhere near the quality of the actual and or real type of item. And so, you know, from a health perspective, it is definitely something that raises our concern.
Yeah. So not approved by the FDA, at least in this form.
Exactly right. And it is the FDA that we work very closely with on items such as these, and also the counterfeit pharmaceuticals that we do see from time to time.
An undeclared war is being waged in the United States, at our ports, on our borders, even in cyberspace, robbing U.S. businesses, costing American jobs, and bankrolling terrorism. At $600 billion a year, it's the most profitable criminal enterprise in the world. Counterfeiting. Go inside the hunt for ruthless international criminals as Carl Quintanilla reports. Crime Inc. Counterfeit Goods premieres Wednesday, July 14th, only on CNBC.